Hey guys, I'm Trevor.
I'm Chris, and we are Team Well-Strung. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are coming to you from San Francisco because we have a couple gigs here this week.
We also had an amazing experience. We got to watch episode 3 of The Amazing Race with some of the other cast members. Team Indy hosted the event. Who else was there? Team Extreme, half of Team Chomp,
and half Team Goat Yoga. It was really awesome to see everybody. We haven't seen them since finishing the race a couple months ago.
So cool. Hope to never see you again, but it's fun for a minute. Now we wanted to offer you guys a quick recap of episode 3. We flew from Amsterdam to Morocco. We prepared fish to sell at the market.
We had to find the Jabal Sook.
We got a gnome on our next clue.
I decided to rock the Casbah.
He had to zipline the gnome to various rooftops.
I listened to a message on a phone that I had to repeat for the next clue.
We decided to do the Shake It Off detour.
Got a drag belly dance to find our next locale.
Jumped into a cab, got to the palace, and finished the 4th. And now it's time for a question and answer.
These are the questions we were most asked this past week.
Did the fish smell?
Yes, the fish very much smelled.
Oh my god, the fish
You
smell.
saw Cedric puking. He was actually
right behind
puking.
us. You're doing all this with your bare hands and like fish juice and like guts are exploding. It's not like they're gonna hand you like a towel and like some Purell after.
It was on our backpacks. It was all of our clothes.
All of our clothes.
On the race, you don't have the option to have your clothes sent out to be cleaned. You're
They
literally
don't have a laundry service. It's like so weird.
You're literally doing all your laundry in a sink with like the crappy hand
Like every
soap.
night. Dry your shoes out with the hairdryer again. We melted two
melted a
hairdryers.
Does Trevor not like to dance?
So on the show, before we pick Chris to do the roadblock, I'm heard saying, oh, it could be dancing, you better do it. It's not that I don't like dancing, but Chris is much better at choreo. Obviously he's a violinist, but his true dream is to be a modern dancer. Also, he really likes line dancing and square dancing.
I don't like square dancing, and they're not the same thing. I have no abilities when it comes to my sense of direction, which turned out to be the actual pertinent skill for needed for this roadblock, not dancing. Had we known that, hands down, this man would have done the roadblock instead of me. I have a terrible sense of direction. Thanks, Mom, for that.
Thanks, Margot. Thanks for the
hereditary gift. So I was kind of a disaster with the roaming gnome and trying to find my way around that city.
I think it was at the very last leg. I think you had it all completed and trying to get back to the location from which you picked up the gnome in the first place. Someone saw you run past, and I think it was Sean. He's like, there's your boy in gray. There's Chris.
Yes.
I was very hopeful and very excited. I shouldn't have been because you came in like 5th or something.
I wasn't
So
first. I think I ran past the place you were 3 times before I went back in.
Get your exercise in.
Did Jessica intentionally screw over Brittany?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
I had been working with Jessica, but I don't think I really saw Brittany much that day, and so I never saw any of that go down.
This is not some small closed course. For Jessica to find Brittany to tell her gnome was gone would have been a huge ordeal. For
Jessica.
And she would have been
so I don't really understand the behind the scenes what went down, but that's as much as we know.
Why didn't we wear shirts during the detour?
One of my favorite shows when I was little was I Do Know Jeannie and Barbara Eden. I was, not gonna not do her proud and show my midriff. But that was mid-drift, not midriff.
Yeah, he just learned this the other day. We were wearing shirts, in fact. They were just like tucked under our Jasmine.
Not by choice. We were told to.
As soon as we started going, they were like, oh no, you have to like roll your shirts up.
And then we watched the episode and everyone else's
were down!
Completely clad and modest.
So one of the first things that we were told when we found out that we were flying to Morocco was that it was a Muslim country, it was very conservative, that we...
No skin showing, no changing in public, no PDA, no gay. It was the antithesis of what I was imagining. Like, naked women, I was forced to stare at breasts. I was forced to grind on ladies.
In reference to the last question of whether or not Trevor likes to dance, he in fact does, and they like hardly show him.
Can you just say, the crowd, you could tell, so we're used to reading crowds. We could tell they were hungry for what we were giving them. Because I think the other people that had come before weren't giving quite the show. I thought you were actually going to get mad at me because I was like, living a Barbara Eden fantasy.
Trevor actually, his party trick is that he does the splits super well, and people don't expect that out of him.
Working the room, and I went down into a split, like you do when you're in Tangier in a belly dancing costume, and then one of the dancers was like, no. She's like, you come here. We go down together. And then so it was like, it would have been the most epic thing to catch on film.
Is
I don't know
that
why they
real?
did
We
not.
did?
But she went down and I went down and it was like this graceful thing together, and then I went down and went and I tore my hamstring.
So
A lot of
that's
bruising from that.
The bruise was giant. Actually, still have the picture of it. Maybe we can find it, but it's like it like covered the entire back of your leg. So if you see Trevor limping in the next episode, that's why.
Chris, the viewers want to know if we're in a relation.
If you permanently alter your eyes to look like that,
Will you still love
then I'll be
me?
in a relation with you.
We are dating. We're dating other people.
I wish. You are. I'm single as fuck, everybody. Send your headshots and resumes to Trevor for his perusal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, do you want to do that for me?
America's Got Date. Ooh, we're gonna start our own reality series. Thank you guys again for tuning in and staying in touch with us. Please keep your questions and commentary coming.
Your questions are entertaining and hilarious, so thank you guys. Next week is going to be a double episode of The Amazing Race. So
Twice the drama, twice the fun, twice the world.
tune in at 8 o'clock on CBS Wednesday, January 24th to see if Team Well-Strung can make it through a double-header episode.
My face is just not. We prepared fish to sell at the market.